Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Chicago Bears. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now back to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 1st and 10, Perry looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Washington.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Perry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To number 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Number 23.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Perry. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Anderson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first.
Washington, 7.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections. And now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. To throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit on.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On 1st down, Perry, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Perry, and he's got it complete to Anderson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. 23 yards the pickup there. 3 yards. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Perry. A nice little juke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts.
Washington.
As they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Anderson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down, and Washington has taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the 2nd half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the 2nd half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Very short. Now a hit and a loose this football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Perry. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Perry flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Back now at Soldier Field. Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Harry's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Complete to number 8.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Perry. That would have slammed to McLaurin. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Terry McLaurin.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
1st and goal.
That's good for 28 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. the gun. Perry, flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway?
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Perry. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
14.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the